to be introduced and ratified be moved from Monday, August 13th to a meeting on Monday, July 30th.
Do we have a meeting scheduled then?
No, it's special meeting on Monday, July 30th, so that we can get to, well, I'll wait to see, so I'll discuss it if you'd like.
So could you, Ms. Hanson, could you clarify your motion? So is that, would your motion effectively maintain the board's authority over hiring these positions and not give that authority to the superintendent?
What it does is it moves forward the exact same thing. We're not giving him the authority in August anyway, on August 13th, because we have to ratify. So what I'm suggesting is we move that forward because some of the potential hires with the school year beginning in the beginning of August actually starts before we would ratify that. So I'm suggesting we move that ahead of the start of the school year to Monday, July 30th.
But you are aware that this agenda item does in fact provide the superintendent with the authority to actually enter into contracts with these folks, so
Yes, I'm
that
aware
we
of that.
would be, our ratification in August, as was previously proposed, and your proposal to move that to July 30, if we determined that one of those appointees was not to the board's, was not approved by the board would have to enter into negotiations with that individual to terminate that employment contract.
At that time, the board would approve or not approve of those contracts on July 30th, ahead of the school year starting and ahead of the contract.
But you realize we would have to enter into negotiations to dispose of those contracts. It would not just be the board.
They would not be approved.
But that's not what I'm just, help me here.
So it's a binding contract.
There will be a binding contract that will be entered into, or there potentially could be a binding contract entered into prior to us reviewing the appointees. We would have to enter into a negotiations process to get out of those contracts, which we would be bound to.
Okay, and then fine, to clarify for this board, I would move to amend that the date that all candidates be brought to the board for approval be moved from Monday, August 13th to a special meeting on Monday, July 30th.
Could I enter into discussion on the main motion?
So, okay, so there's not a second, so I will set the active motion as the original motion. Okay. So we're back to discussion on the original motion.
May I speak to that? Thank you. I don't believe that the board should relinquish its authority over